Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel here. Today we're doing a recap, of course, and it's the beginning of a new week. It's April 5th here, Monday afternoon actually, and today has been a super frustrating one on a technical issue problem that I've been having. So I'm just extremely frustrated with Etrade. Etrade has been causing me all kinds of problems, and today was definitely a horrible one. So I'd really like to hear from anyone in particular that uses Etrade to see if you had any issues as well, because I did have to call into Etrade today to confirm this issue, and apparently it was an issue for quite a few people. So anyways, I'm going to dive into the recap here, show you what I traded. Today I'm green. I'm up $278 as of right now, realized closed out positions, but I do have a position that is open right now, and it was I haven't closed it out because there is an ongoing issue with it. So where do we hop in here? Let's see. Let me show you today's progress. Although I guess it's just not very accurate with the open position I have right now. So all my trades today, I traded 3 different stocks. ACY was the main one, and I would have traded this one a whole lot more, but let me just show you where I ran right into the issue, and we'll close it out there. So anyways, ACY, I was not watching this thing this morning up until it started creeping up the top of the list. So what was on top of the list? I think was it CEMI? I think it was this, and let's see. Yeah, pre-market, this was going up. And there was another one, I can't remember exactly. Might have been XELB. No, that wasn't pre-market cap. But this did have a nice run though. I didn't trade this till later. But anyways, there was something else at the top of the scanner, top of the list, that was the pre-market gainer, I should say, and I forget what stock it was. But anyways, ACY came pulling through, and I switched gears and started looking at this one, because I remember trading this on Friday, and it had an excellent run on Friday here. Let me see if I'll pull up the yearly chart for you. Yeah, look at Friday here. Had a really nice run, and I traded it a ton, made some good money on it. So I just figured, hey, if it's pushing again, let's hop into it. So I did that, and immediately I noticed an issue. As I started hopping into this stock, what was going on is that I would get into a stock, and as soon as I would place my order, the stock wouldn't execute for a while. It eventually would execute, and everything just seemed extremely laggy. So I'm like, this is not great. So I was like, could this be my internet? I was checking my Wi-Fi, reset it, did some troubleshooting there. Wi-Fi seemed to be totally fine. And so I went back to trading again, so I missed out on some of the moves. But anyways, I hopped back into it. And once again, this laggy stuff going on where it wouldn't execute. Typically, I gotta say, Etrade is pretty quick with executions. As soon as I put in a order and it's within range of execution price, it'll execute immediately. And the only time I've had like historical problems is maybe like the first minute of the market open. Sometimes it's a little laggy there, but it's just to kind of be expected, just with my experience with E-Trade. But 5 minutes into the day, everything is usually totally fine. However, as I was trading this one, there were some big issues. So anyways, I want to show you where I'm stuck at. And I'll see if I can pull up this screenshot for you too. So I'm still in an ACY, and I had a couple different orders. Anyways, I got up to 278 bucks. And my last trade on it was I was going in for this quick little break here. I was planning on hopping in, hopping out, and I placed an order to buy at 16. Let me pull up my screenshot so I can verify with you guys. So I had to take a screenshot of this because I had to get some evidence on this. And I immediately called Etrade. I'm like, what the hell's going on? Okay, so here we are. Zoom in. All right, here's the order. For 300 shares at 1687. Okay, and this went right into pending. So here I am waiting for this order to execute. And no joke, like 5 minutes goes by and it still hasn't executed. And you can tell, if you look at the chart here, look at this. The order has already been put through the system for 1687, limit order, right? And if you look at the chart, it's trading at 1576. It should have immediately executed at that point. And it didn't. And so I was sitting there waiting for this thing to execute. And I'm like, and eventually it did. So it executed as later on. And it's down here trading, you know, more near 15 at that point. I'm like, what the hell? I mean, here now they're showing me fully executed after it pended for, which definitely felt like more than 5 minutes. So now I'm filled and it's already trading way below. So I was just so pissed off at this. I'm like, how am I? You can't day trade with these conditions. So I called Etrade immediately. And very frustrated. So called them, of course, got put on hold for a long time, eventually got to someone. They said, hey, you know, I can't do anything about this. There are customers that are calling in about this issue. And so it's not just me, which is a good thing to note. It's happened to other people. So there are some issues going on with Etrade. So I was like, okay, well, we need to, you know, reverse or wipe this trade immediately, because you can't expect, you know, here I am thinking, and what they told me, the excuse from them was that their system was actually executing these orders on time, and however, the interface for me, for the customer side, was having lag as far as showing up the order confirmation. So what they were saying is that those orders went through, so that 1687 like executed immediately. But on my end, I'm seeing that it's pending, and it's sitting in this pending queue. And so I don't even know if I have shares or not. So anyways, I got transferred over to someone who's in charge of, or deals more with the actual trading and could help me, you know, execute something if I need to. And I showed them the situation. They dug into it and they said, well, you know, we'll have to put this into a, what they call it, inquiry processing, and it'll take up to 24 hours for us to get an answer back to you. I'm just like, what the hell is this? This is horrible, horrible customer service. You know, in the past, Etrade has not been this bad, but I feel like, I don't know, ever since a lot of the brokerages went commission free, like because of Robinhood made that leap, all the other brokerages jumped on board. And I feel like ever since, Etrade has just slowly gone downhill. And I mean, the wait times, the customer service, all this stuff. So right now I'm literally waiting on, I still have this order open. It's still open and I'm pissed. But from what I got, the feedback I got from the person I talked to, They were saying that, there's a good chance because other customers are dealing with this. I asked them, I was like, will they be able to reverse this one trade in particular or wipe it? And since other people were having those issues, he said it was, most likely they'd be able to do that. But I have to wait 24 hours just to even get a message back from them after them looking into this. It's ridiculous. No joke, in the past, I used to be able to call in. They'd pick up immediately, and they could help me. Someone could help me over the phone with whatever I needed to do. And I did one time in the past have a technical issue like this, where trade went through, or something was going on, something fuzzy with the trade I was trying to make, and they were able to either wipe it or reverse it or just compensate me for it. So, either way, I'm pissed because this thing, is obviously headed in the wrong direction, and I'm still holding it. But I'm holding it because if I execute it and just take the loss, there's no way for them to go back and reverse the trade or wipe it or anything. So, might be naive or a stupid mistake on my part to hold this, but at the same time, this is a technical issue on their part, and they in my eyeballs, I feel like they should be able to definitely fix this issue, because how can you, as a trader, they're telling me that my order executed, but on my end, it's showing pending, so I can't tell if I have shares not, whether I do or don't. And even trying to cancel that order, you can see here that it went into pending cancel. So after I already placed that execution order, that was pending. Then I tried to go in, okay, well, let me just try to cancel the order. Well, that cancel order is pending as well. So it was just an absolute wreck. And it makes day trading, super frustrating when you're dealing with system issues like this. And, I know probably a lot of the solution is just move to another brokerage, Joey. And, I think that is becoming a better idea. There's a lot of problems, though, as far as, I'm not only am I used to Etrade, but I've looked into some other brokerages, and I use my speed keys. It's a heavy use for me for day trading, and I have it set up to where I actually have all my different orders set up on the number pad or the keypad here. And I know with some other brokerages, you actually can't use the number pad for speed keys. You actually have to use the other portion of it, which wouldn't, just that configuration alone, I've gotten so used to using the number pad to place my orders on this. So there's a lot of things. I just don't want to move from Etrade, but I understand I am complaining a bit, and I'm curious to know, though. So I want to hear from you guys. I want to hear in the comments and find out if anyone else has Etrade and they've dealt with this issue, particularly on today, April 5th. But I also would like to know if there's anyone out there. I know there's probably some of you that are using like TD Ameritrade. I do have a TD Ameritrade account. I really haven't used the platform that much. But I'm curious to know, ever since a lot of the brokerages moved to that commission-free trading, I know at least with Etrade, it seems like customer service and support and all that kind of stuff has slowly gone downhill. I'd like to know if like TD Ameritrade might be the same way. Maybe they were good at one point, but they're kind of slowly going downhill too. I don't know. So I'd love to hear from you guys if you use TD Ameritrade. And I'd like to hear. I particularly, I love obviously the commission-free brokerages, but I understand, like, for me, it's coming at a cost. It's coming at a huge cost, in the sense that when you can't execute trades and you can't rely on this inconsistent technical issues, that's a big problem. So it might even be worth it to switch to something that where I do pay commissions, but my executions are just consistently going through and there's no software problems at all. Anyways, yeah, so I'm all frustrated from that today. And while I'm up unrealized at the moment, I'm definitely down. And Etrade better fix this issue or I'm gonna be super even more pissed if they can't address this. But on the other hand, I'm looking at this chart. If I pull up, let's say like the 10-minute, I mean, I really don't know where this thing's gonna go. But obviously, we had an incredible run on Friday, had a huge run up. Then it just fell, right? But it did, in a sense, kind of hold a line here. The low being 877. And today, we had another spike up and hit another peak, and looks like it's rolling down pretty hard. But maybe if somewhere today we find support in here, 1174, or I don't know, possibly even 1081. If it holds that, maybe tomorrow it'll open up and have a nice run. But who knows? It could open up tomorrow down at below $5. You just don't know. So I don't like holding this either way, but I'm like locked in, held hostage on this one. So I'm not gonna sell this until I get fixed up through E-Trade. So I might have to, call them on the phone again and deal with their crap, but we'll see. So, anyways, I hope you guys got something from this today. I mean, other than that, up 278, not too bad. But then again, I got this screwed up position. So yeah, and that was pretty much all I traded. I did have 2 other trades, one on CEMI, just a real quick one. But I was facing a little bit of lag issues on this too. I hopped in for a quick little scalp trade, and things were just going super slow on it. And once again, I told you guys I reset my internet, so my Wi-Fi was all solid. And it wasn't a Wi-Fi issue or an internet problem. So it's all E-Trade side here. And I had one more on XELB. This is kind of the same thing. Another real fast scalp trade. Let's see where I got in. 345, 349. Yeah, it was on this kind of move up here. Just a quick, tiny little trade. That's all I really saw moving today was this one, CEMI. And of course, ACY, but they really didn't, continue on. So that's all there is for today. Hopefully tomorrow is a much better day, and I might have to make, I don't know, some serious thoughts on this E-Trade stuff. So anyways, you guys take care, have a good one, and we'll see you on the next one.